And welcome back to Righties Rage. It's the evening. It's after dinner time. How was dinner? What was on your menu? I hope you ate well. Well, let me tell you what's on the menu for today at Righties Rage. Apparently, best friends, besties, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are having issues. Because Elon Musk feels like he did all that work with Dodge. And all the money he supposedly saved up, President Trump is ready to spend. It's like you making all this money and your friend's ready to spend all your money. Now they're angry at each other. And of course Trump is blaming Elon Musk because Trump changed the laws on California needing EV vehicles, battery vehicles, electric vehicles, if you will. And he's saying Elon Musk can't sell a car. I don't think he can sell a car because it's not a great car. I think he can't sell a car because he latched his horses with Donald Trump. And the people that's upset with Trump is upset with Elon Musk. And they don't want to buy his cars. And on this story, it says Elon Musk has backed a post calling for President Donald Trump to be impeached amidst their fractured friendship. The billionaire shared a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, which everyone still says Twitter. On Thursday afternoon, they stated Trump should be impeached and J.D. Vance should replace him. And Musk said yes. Why does it matter? Because the president has faced impeachment before during his first term in the White House. And the Democrats have introduced an article of impeachment against him since January 20th, 2025. So they are upset. Now it's to the point where Donald Trump said, they said that Trump is saying that he thought Elon Musk was the smartest guy in the world. But now he don't think he's so smart. And Elon Musk has said, you know what? I'm taking my rockets and I'm going home. I don't want to play anymore. It's like when that person leaves the basketball court. I'm not giving anyone else my basketball. I'm leaving. And I don't trust any of you with my ball. And here's the video of Donald Trump talking about his boy Musk.
Thank you, Mr. President. The criticism that I've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, regarding Elon Musk and your big, beautiful bill, what's your reaction to that? Do you think it in any way hurts passage in the Senate, which is, of course, what is you're seeking?
Well, look, you know, I've always liked Elon, and it's always very surprised. You saw the words he had for me, and he hasn't said anything about me that's bad. I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. It's the biggest cut in the history of our country. We've never cut. It's about 1.6 trillion in cuts. It's the biggest tax cut. You would say, people's taxes will go way down, but it's the biggest tax cut in history. It's we are doing things in that bill that are unbelievable. And when you look at what we're doing for small businesses, for people, for middle-income people, all of the things that we're doing, nobody's ever seen anything like it. And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And, you know, they're having a hard time, the electric vehicles, and they want us to pay.
Yeah, what he says, they're having a hard time with those electric vehicles. You know the problem with electric vehicles? Electric vehicles are excellent cars. Teslas, I'm not going to lie, they are some great cars. The problem with EV vehicles, whether it's cars, motorcycles, scooters, is the cost. The cost is ridiculous. I know people say, well, in the end, you're not paying for gas, so they're charging you for how much gas you would use over a lifetime. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I'm using the car now. I'm buying it now. I'm not thinking about how much gas I'll be using over 10 years that's added into the price of the car. I want to get me a nice EV car. If I can get the same EV car as my Jeep and pay $23,000 for it, I would jump on that in a minute, and anyone else would too. Do you know when that Beetle came out, when they was talking about bringing back that Beetle and they was making it electric? I'm telling you, I mean, I could be totally, I'll admit myself, I'm not the smartest around in the box, okay? I admit it. I'm not saying I'm anybody special than anyone else. I consider myself regular Joe, working 9 to 5, living paycheck to paycheck. I know that's not for everybody, but it's a majority of us. I swear, I thought when they was coming out with that EV, that thing was going to be like $24,000, $25,000, not $70,000. Who did they think they was making that for? That doesn't make any sense. It's not big enough for a family of 5. I thought they was going to make a fun little Volkswagen and so the college kids could get it, and it would be like on social media platforms and people would be having fun with it, and you would see people at the beach and they coming off with their surfboard. Anyone with a surfboard that was thinking of buying a new RV that they thought it was cute, like in the old days, don't have $70,000. Okay? Might not even have $24,000. But I still thought $24,000 was a more reasonable thing. That thing is not going to go any further. I guarantee that. I guarantee by 2026, they'll be talking about, well, we thought we could do it, but it just wasn't going to work. You got this Riviera car. It's like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. The government was giving them money and incentives to build that car. Who do they think can afford these cars? The prices are ridiculous. So I see why people wanted to get rid of the EV mandate. It's not because they was worried about the climate change or they weren't about it saving. If you could do that, that's a plus. But nobody's walking around with $50,000, $60,000 except maybe some of the bigger social media people that could show off their cars. I loved the way that Tesla looked with the bat wings. I was like, oh my goodness, if I ever got enough money, I would just love to get that car. I would just go places just to show off and just let the bat wings flap up in the air so people could just see it, just so I could stand out. Then I said, what, it's 70, 80,000, god dang, I ain't never gonna see that in my lifetime. So it's ridiculous. So of course Trump wants to hit him with Elon Musk with where his cars are not selling, and that's why he's upset. No, I don't think he's upset. Of course he would be somewhat upset about that, but you would be more upset if you did all this work, to put it in layman terms. If Elon Musk sat there and dug a ditch all week until he could get it down to 10 feet, and then your boss comes in and fills the ditch back in. Fills the hole back in with all the dirt that you just took out of the ditch. Who wouldn't be upset by that? I mean, come on. It doesn't make common sense. But I guess Elon Musk is getting what people would say is karma. Because all the people that you got out of jobs and stuff, and now here it is that you didn't get out of a job, but you see that the man that you thought you was running around on stage bragging about helping him win, and now he got his own ideas again, where he comes in first and everyone else comes in third.
Pay billions of dollars in subsidy, and Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. That's been in there. That's been. I would say, JD, that hasn't changed. That's been right from the beginning. Mr. Secretary, that hasn't changed at all, right from the beginning. But I know that disturbed him. He wanted, and rightfully, he recommended somebody from that he, I guess, knew very well. I'm sure he respected him, but to run NASA, and I didn't think it was appropriate. And he happened to be a Democrat, like totally Democrat. And I say, look, we won. We get certain privileges, and one of the privileges we don't have to appoint a Democrat. NASA is very important. We have great people. General Kane is going to be picking somebody with our. We'll be checking him out, seeing. But he wanted that person, a certain person, and we said no. And Yeah, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he said, no, I don't think so, which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore. I was surprised because you were here. Everybody in this room practically was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump.
It goes to prove he's saying, he's with his own words. You hear from his mouth. Elon Musk was very happy while he was there, which means he did not know anything about this bill. So the fact that Trump lies and says that Elon Musk knew about this bill way ahead of time, he knew what was going to happen, it's a complete lie. It's lies. That's L-I-E-S, lies. President Trump is totally lying about Elon Musk knowing about this bill, knowing about the stipulations they was going to put on EV vehicles, and knowing that he was going to be spending all of the money that his 22-year-old boys, his big balls and all of them uncovered, that was supposedly a crime for the federal government, getting rid of all these DEI programs, trying to get rid of U.S. aid. And now you're saying, well, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put that money toward the military or something like that. It defeats the purpose. It totally defeats the purpose. And you can't say that this billionaire man, the world's richest man, Tony Stark of our planet, doesn't know what he's talking about when he's coming back saying, you didn't give me the whole story, buddy. You didn't. You waited till I left, and then you wrote the ending of the story. And I don't like the ending.
Was right about everything, and I am right about the great, big, beautiful bill. We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is.
Yeah, more like a big, beautiful mess. Or like some things are saying, a big, beautiful beef between these two bosom buddies. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. He's my best friend. Not anymore. Like they say, if you want to keep friends, never talk about money. Money will break up best friends every time. So I'm going to get off of this. And this is another episode of Righties Rage. Don't forget to subscribe. Come back. Leave a comment. We're in this together. Dems for the win. Things are changing. I'll see you next time.